Tensions remain high tonight following yesterday's Baltimore riots. We have live pictures from Baltimore now, where crowds have been gathering once again, although today's protests have been largely peaceful so far.
Hundreds of National Guard troops have been deployed to the city in an effort to prevent a repeat of Monday's violence.
More than 200 people were arrested and at least 20 police officers injured in the unrest.
Now a state of emergency is in effect, as well as a citywide curfew as the city fights to restore calm.
The violence came in response to the unexplained police custody death of Freddie Gray, the latest in a series of high-profile incidents that have put the issue of police-community relations under the microscope nationwide.
Eyewitness News reporter Susan Campbell is standing by live with reaction from one Rhode Island advocate.
But our in-depth coverage begins in Baltimore with Eyewitness News reporter Chris Van Cleve.
Shannon and Mike, it remains tense here in Baltimore. More than 24 hours since the violence began, we still are seeing hundreds of people demonstrating in the streets. Police in full riot gear come face to face with a crowd gathered on the streets of Baltimore. Tensions are still high after a night of rioting and looting.
In our community, everybody is not bad. It's some rotten apple.
Protesters took aim at police Monday, throwing rocks and injuring 15 officers. The violence began after the funeral of Freddie Gray, who died from an unexplained spinal injury in police custody. Rioters torched cars, buildings, and this CVS. Some looted stores at a mall. President Obama says anyone who steals or commits arson is a criminal, but he also had a message for police.
There are problems and challenges when it comes to how policing and our laws are applied in certain communities, and we have to pay attention to it.
Thousands of police and armed National Guards are now patrolling the streets of Baltimore. Schools are closed and a week-long curfew goes into effect at 10 o'clock tonight. Renee Black came to help clean up the mess rioters left behind.
Everyone wanted to use Freddie Gray's name in vain by saying they looted for him, they burnt for him. Well, guess what? I'm out here and I'm cleaning for him. I'm cleaning for my city.
Looters broke through the wall of Janice McCulley's hardware store. This morning, she got a different surprise.
People are here cleaning. People handing me bags of food.
Officials are hoping the people coming out to rebuild their city will prevail over the violence that's thrust Baltimore into the national spotlight. Now, in addition to the National Guard and police that are already here, officers are also coming in from surrounding counties in Maryland and even surrounding states in an effort to keep the peace on the streets of Baltimore. In Baltimore, Chris Van Cleve, Eyewitness News.